Alright guys, how is it going? Let's get into another video on Rogue Company. We've still been playing, still been grinding away. Nearly at level 30 there now, and just about getting there. Got my first proper beating by Enix and his boys on Twitch the other day, which was interesting. But whilst we were doing that, we were trying to play some games with Glitch. Now Glitch is a character that I don't see, I want to say all that often. I've started seeing maybe a little bit more as people are starting to become aware that shotguns are pretty good, which is something we'll delve into in the actual video. But let's jump into Glitch either way. Let's jump into his loadout and go through some of his statistics and reasons as to why you should be playing Glitch and why you should be playing Glitch. So first and foremost, his main one is the SKL6 shotgun, or the Spaz shotgun, which for me is probably the best shotgun in the game. It's the mag size that makes up for it, which you can upgrade pretty much straight away to an 8, which does help, and then of course you can bump up that range on the second tier. We'll talk about it a little bit more in the video as well, but the third tier, I don't really go with the hipfire accuracy, to be honest with you. It's not something I feel as if you really need. You want that spread a little bit at times. You want to be aiming down sights as much as possible anyway. To be honest, I don't think it's worth the extra 5k for tier 3, but either way, the first two tiers are very, very good. It's a good upgrade of 9.5 range with the mag size of 8. The SKL6 is phenomenal for a shotgun. We'll see some of the damage that it goes on to do, because it does a lot, let's be honest. LMPX is pretty decent for an SMG. All SMGs are pretty powerful right now, in all honesty. You can see the tiers: increased magazine size, always good, which increases the handling, surprisingly. Increases the damage range, which is something you always want to do with those SMGs, and of course the aim down sight accuracy. It's something influential, but again, I think it's one of those things. It's up to you whether you want to go for it all the time in the third tier, unless you feel it's not necessary. In the case with the Spaz, I don't think it is, but it's a good SMG. Most of the SMGs are really good at the moment. It honestly wouldn't surprise me to see some sort of nerf coming towards them at some point. We'll talk more about the guns as we go on through the video. Executioner, pretty standard pistol, well-rounded semi-automatic. It's the same as a lot of people use. It's alright. It's not my favourite pistol. It's not my least favourite pistol, although it actually might be, to be fair, but it does the job. It does the job. Baseball bat, just the same as any other typical melee. He has a flashbang and a semtex, so it's very attacking orientated. The semtex is good for zoning people out, of course, as well. But they're both good. They're both very good, and the flashbangs are pretty powerful. I know they recently got a buff as well, so keep an eye on the flashbang. Semtex is your standard semtex grenade. It's always good to have a hold of them. Perks wise, I think he's got a pretty good selection, if I'm honest with you. I always think padded steps is a good one to have. Evade, always good. Having that shotgun, moving around, being quick is always nice to see. Reduce health regeneration with bounce back. Of course, you want to see that. Weapon swap and reload speed. I don't think that's as necessarily needed so much. The reload speed's pretty nice for the shotgun, because obviously you can click one in at a time. It's not a full clip reload. So maybe that's not necessary, but it's something that can be positive. Sixth Sense, I don't really use this one that much, if I'm honest with you, because I don't know. I don't feel like it's worth the 10k that it goes up for. Down an enemy with a firearm will reveal them to your team for the tracker rounds is alright as well, of course, both very expensive. But I don't think his perks, I don't think any of them apart from, you know, the nimble hands is necessary to play towards Glitch. These are just perks that you want to use as an overall in Rogue Company. And then we'll go on to his abilities. Intuition, detect nearby enemy equipment even through walls. You can see them through walls, little red markers come up, so he's good for when you're on the attack, so you can see any of those defensive claymores, or you know, when you see different things. It's good for when you're on the attack. Hack, activate a device that can detect nearby enemy signals and infiltrate their systems. So basically it stops them using their abilities, which is good. It's definitely about picking and choosing times where you want to use it, but at the same time, it's really good for information, because you bring up that hack menu, and even when you've already used it, you can see which people are in the vicinity on that minimap. We'll point that out when we're going through the video, but let's jump into some gameplay with Glitch. So let's delve into some gameplay. First and foremost, Executioner is usually what I go with. I've been changing up between going Executioner and going Lethal Grenade, which we'll see later on as well, but Executioner first round is always 10 what I would go with. That extra magazine size coming in clutch here, of course, when somebody's pushing over across the zip wire, and we'll get the kill there. But first and foremost, we're going to try the LMPX. This is one of my first times trying Glitch actually as well, so bear with me on some of the shots initially, as we're just trying to figure things out as we go. It's still a very new game. I'm just trying to cross the border with so many different of these rogues to figure out what's best. But what I really like about his hacking tool is the information you can get from that. Here, yes, okay, I see a couple of them, but I can see there's 3 players on there. I'll hit the hack there as well, just to stop the abilities being used. We'll find the easy first kill as well. We messed up a little bit here as well, but the team are already pushing in. And I've already said, look, 3 of them on site. This is the sort of thing, especially if you're in a stack and you can bring that information to your teammates, you're looking really, really solid. But either way, we go on to win this round fairly comfortably. Now moving in a little bit more SMG player. It's decent. Look, it's doing 10 at that sort of range, and look, again, I know Phantom's there. She's not going to be now able to use her smoke, so have a look at her radar, etc, etc, and easily done. Very, very nice kill coming in there from the rest of the team. Bad Semtex coming in here from myself, but again, I know there's 2 there. We'll pop this, so Dima can't use his grenade launcher, Saint can't use his reheal, of course, and then we go in and find those kills very, very easily. I mean, this was a relatively easy game. But another further look, the Semtex you can go really far, and obviously it doesn't cook. It's pretty decent Semtex, not great shots coming in, but of course this isn't SMG at that sort of range. 10 hits at this sort of distance, which I think is probably the minimum it's going to ever do. It's not fantastic, but it's enough. Look, if you can nail down 10 shots, that's it. You're going to find the kill unless they're armored or obviously overhealed. Now moving into the next one, and we're going to try the shotgun out very, very shortly, but once again, we use the Q, a little bit of information. I know there's 2 on the site, Talon and Phantom. We'll get rid of their abilities, get rid of the ability to use the map, just confuse things a little bit, and I honestly just think it's one of these things where it is a distraction. You get hit by the hack and it is a bit of a distraction, makes things a little bit more difficult in gunfights. So you rock it down, you already know there's 2 of them there, you already know you're in an advantage in that fight. And once again, you can see in the top left corner on the radar where it goes to. That blue circle shows you how far away that's going, so if you're bringing it up that there's nobody in that area, you know there's nobody there in that circular area. It's just a really good information tool more than anything else, I feel. But we move on towards the shotgun. Some good shots there, and you know, honestly, the shotgun, I do really like it, but you have to be accurate with it. You miss any shots and you are in trouble. See this one though, I hit him directly in the face and that gets him for 1 shot. I don't think the other guy hit him. And then again, this one, we're sitting there, we're finding out the tools to see what we can do with that situation. We already know that she's going to pop around the corner, but we've got some cover there as well. I've already told my teammates there was 2 in mid, and look, there's 4 teammates in there. This one's like the primary example of it though. We hit our Q. Ronan, Dima, no, they're both there, so I'm backing off. I have a peek around, have to back on down, but no, we got the grenade there, and that's why getting that one early is good. That finds 2 kills, or 2 downs coming in here. Scorch goes to clean them up instead of getting me up. I'd rather her get those 2 kills than get me up, of course. This situation, Trent was the last one alive, I pop it. Don't know where he is. Yes, okay, finds the first kill there. I'd already put damage down onto me, and it's just nice to be able to evade. And when you don't miss your shots with a shotgun, it is so, so powerful. Again here, you see Dima's there, and I think he just gets about out of range. But either way, we know he's around that corner. Couldn't be anywhere else, and we find those shots fairly easily. And into the final clip. And this is just a bad flash, but we find out how many is around here. We know Dima's at least close on it, so we can make this push out and help our teammate find this kill. This is with the SMG, of course, which is pretty solid. We can see here some just good evasive play, but let me know what you think of Glitch. I only had a few games with him. I think he's powerful, but I think he has to be in the right hands. I think both his guns are very, very good and really can be used at a high level as well. I'm interested to see what you guys think of Glitch. Let me know what you think of the tips I'm trying to give you here, whether there's anything else I need to be leaning towards with Glitch, or is there anybody that's much better than him that does a similar job? It's a hard one to decipher, but Glitch is definitely somebody you should be looking into. It's pretty easy to get a hold of all the rogues. Just do it if you can. Try each and every one of them out, and hopefully these videos can help you make a decision on who you should be using. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. We'll catch you on the next one.